Welcome to Kelly's Mantra Yoga. Today's tutorial is going to be on the use of the wall. This will be my third video on using the wall as a prop. And today we are going to work on kind of like our drop back and our wheel practice. And we're going to be walking down the wall and then walking back up the wall. So really this is going to benefit you A, if you already have a wheel practice, or B, if you're trying to work on your drop back and you're still not comfortable yet standing kind of like in the middle of the room. All right, so first I'll walk down, then I'll walk back up, and we'll see how it goes. So let's check it out. Okay, so we want to have ourselves set up next to a wall, and we're going to come about arm's distance away from the wall. Maybe slightly further, but this is a safe spot to start, okay? We'll come to have our backs to face the wall. I'm going to turn my feet out at about a 45-degree angle or so, and I'm going to allow for a pretty deep bend in my knees. We could kind of describe these as cheats when we're first starting to drop back, okay? We'll start with hands into prayer because it's a really nice measure to lengthen the low spine. So I'm going to come to bring my heart right up into my thumbs, okay? And we really want the back bend to come from behind the heart. We want as much length in our lumbar spine as possible, okay? So after we inhale and bring the heart into the thumbs, we're going to allow for that deep bend in the knees, and we're going to come to extend our arms overhead. And first we're just going to reach back and understand what this back bend feels like. And then maybe we'll come back to standing position, okay? And then for a second time we're going to reach back and we're going to make contact with the wall with our hands, okay? So again, lifting the heart up into the thumbs, reaching from the upper back. We come to allow the back bend, looking for the wall to make contact. Go ahead and drop your neck, so you can understand how this feels. Push the hands into the wall and then engage your core, and with as much control as possible, we'll come to stand back up. Okay, so here we're already starting to understand how this feels in our back, and it's a pretty deep back bend, okay? So now we're gonna allow ourselves to slowly walk all the way down the wall. Lots of core engagement, and trust that it's not gonna go anywhere, and you can really put a lot of pressure with your hands, okay? So we come easy in the knees, raise the heart up into the thumbs, extend the arms overhead, and go ahead and make contact. Once we're here and we make contact, let's try to get our palms flat on the wall. I may come to parallel my feet at this point a little bit. And then very slowly, one hand at a time, I start to walk down the wall. And maybe I'll come to walk my feet out a little bit so I have some more room. And you may even actually slide your hands down the wall. One hand at a time, we come to make contact with our mat, and then we get in deep. Envision that your heart and your chest are flat up against the wall. And very slowly, by tucking our chin, we roll down, vertebra at a time, and we'll come into a counter pose, maybe grabbing both knees, and we'll just rock and roll right and left to get a little relief there. So now that we're here in this shape, we're already really nicely set up to walk back up the wall, okay? So as we do when we're coming into wheel, we'll have our feet about hips distance apart. We'll come to set our hands up right alongside our ears. And with lots of engagement in the midline, we'll come to push up onto the crown of our head first. Okay, so we can kind of feel a little bit of centering here. From here, we'll push back up into our wheel, and we come to grab the wall with one hand and then another. And maybe I'll walk in a little bit. And coming back up the wall in the same way we came down, pushing the ground away, and coming to stand. So, if wheel is not quite in your practice yet, take a look through some of my other videos. I have 2 videos that will assist you coming into wheel using props with blocks. If you do feel comfortable coming into your wheel, really trust yourself here. And I'd say the main objective is to allow yourself to feel the back bend. Even if you're just coming back to make contact with the wall and then standing back up, that's step one, okay? That's the importance that we're looking at here. Any questions or comments or ways that you guys use the wall to help make your practice a little bit better, please leave them below and please subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Namaste, friends.